Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I'm back with another scary true story that happened to me in a house that I lived in around 2008, 9, and 10, around that neighborhood of time. And I did put another video up already, and so the people who watched that one thought that they would like to hear some more, so I've got another one here. Now, what happened was, this happened on December 12th. I recorded it on December 20th of 2009. It says it was Friday night, actually Saturday morning, December 12th at 2:57 a.m. I was awakened by a clanking sound of metal on metal. Clank, clank, clank. The rhythm someone would use when hammering a nail. I looked at the clock and it was 2:57 a.m. I lay there next to my husband, and neither of us was moving. The bed was not vibrating or shaking that I could tell, and yet the clanking sound seemed to be coming from the foot of the bed on Michael's side. I wasn't yet awake enough to sit up or get out of the bed, and I wasn't afraid. I was more annoyed than anything. I would say the sound went on for about at least 30 seconds, and then I fell back to sleep. When we woke up in the morning, I told Michael what I had heard, and he said he had heard the same thing, only he thought it was coming from the head of the bed on his side. And he also said he did feel the bed vibrating. So that was kind of weird. And our bed frame was metal, so we tried to recreate the sound by moving, kicking, wiggling in the bed, and that didn't work. Nothing made a similar sound. The closest we came to the sound was when I took a metal screw and tapped on the bed frame with it. It made the same sounds as the one that woke us up that night. Now, what could have made the sound? We don't know. I ran it by a few friends, and someone said, oh, it was your son, or it was some teenagers goofing around. But here's the thing. That night, our son was at a friend's house for a sleepover, so we were alone in the house except for the birds in the living room, and there's no way they could have made that sound. And one of the people I told that I work with said, insist there's a logical explanation for everything. And usually I try to figure out what it is. He said it could have been our furnace. Now, I really doubt that because the furnace is not below our bedroom. And we have never heard that sound before or since. At least not in that house. It sounded like it was in the room with us and not coming from above, below, or outside. And then this same person suggested it could be teenagers in the neighborhood playing a prank outside the window. But our window's at least 8 feet above the ground, and I don't think for 1 minute that any of the goofy teenagers in our neighborhood would have been outside in 20-degree weather at 3 o'clock in the morning clanking pipes together under our bedroom window to annoy us or scare us. I just don't think that. So we never did find out what it was, but I have to tell you this. After we left that house and moved into an apartment, we had the same bed. And one night in that apartment, the clanking sound started again. Now, I only let it go on for a few seconds, and I said, don't even start. And it stopped, and I hadn't heard it again. So if you know what that could have been, I'll be glad to hear... I'll be glad to hear suggestions, but I have no idea. It was a mystery. Now, I have to say this because this is a note about that bedroom. Because many of the weird things that happened in that house happened in that bedroom. Now, on September 5th of 2009, we had gone to the Ohio Renaissance Fair in Harveysburg, Ohio. If you like Renaissance fairs, that is one of the best. It's probably the best one I've ever been to. We love it. Well, when I was there, I decided to have a tarot card reading by a psychic who is always there. Now, or she was back then. I don't know if she still is, but before she even dealt the cards, she asked about my house. Now, I did not know this woman from Adam. I had never seen her. I'd never met her. I don't even know her name. She said, I'm seeing your house. in my mind. She said, when you're facing the front of the house from the outside, what is the room on the far right? I told her it was the master bedroom. She said, something's wrong with that room. And I'm getting chills right now saying that. She said, it could be bad feng shui, it could be bad energy flow or something like that. I told her that I hadn't been sleeping well lately, and that room was actually where I'd kept my tarot card collection at the time. Of course, they were in a closed cabinet in covered boxes and all of that. And she said, and then she kind of made a joke out of it. And she said, no wonder you can't sleep. They're talking to you. So I thought about that for a while. And in October, I moved all the tarot cards, except for a few of my favorite decks, into another room. Now, did it help my sleeping? Nope. And I can say that many nights I would wake up instantly as if some sound had awakened me. But when I woke up, I couldn't hear it anymore. Now, a lot of times I'd also wake up at night and hear a light tapping noise as if Joel was playing a video game, but it wasn't that. So my husband thought it was my watch ticking, but it wasn't. Anyway, so that is that story, and I have told the one about the man standing by the bed. I need to tell you the one about the typewriter too. I don't know if I told that one. Let's see if I can find it in here. So I want to make sure I get the exact. I'll find the typewriter one for next time. If that sounds good to you, let me know. I'm pretty sure I haven't told that one. Okay, so listen to this. This is weird too. Okay, this is an additional different thing. Okay, so it says, once a few weeks ago, I was in the bathroom with the door open because I was home alone in the middle of the day. I'd come home for lunch. And it said, I looked out into the hallway and there was a shadow on the wall that looked like a sharp leaf or a pointed knife. And I distinctly remember this. I remember seeing that shadow on the wall. And I thought it was really strange. And then when I looked again, it was gone. And I tried to figure out what could have made that shadow, but I never did. I looked all over the house, on all that area, trying to figure out what would be making a shadow on that particular wall. And I was never able to figure out what it was. So that was weird. And we would often hear, also in that house, we would often hear sounds of someone walking around the house, like when no one was walking around the house. It said, when Michael's been home alone, he told me that he's heard someone walking around the bed in our bedroom and in the hallway. And one night, we were lying in bed, and I had wakened up, and Michael was awake, I found out later. And I heard Joel get out of bed and walk down the hallway to the bathroom. So I'm laying in bed, and I'm thinking, boy, I have to go to the bathroom. Surely he should be done by now. And, but I didn't hear the toilet flush, and I didn't hear, so I waited for a few more minutes. And then I got up, and lo and behold, I never heard him walk back to his room. And guess what? He was in bed sleeping the whole time. He had never even gotten out of bed to go to the bathroom. And Michael heard the same thing. So that was another one of the weird things. But I am going to end it there. We have, like, there's so many more. This whole book has lots of stuff, including EVPs that we had caught in the house as well. So I'll tell more. If you'd like to hear more, I'll be happy to do it. I'll be happy to add some more to it. This is my normal paranormal notebook, The Everyday Unexplained. And the reason I called it that is because I truly think that nearly everybody has these experiences. And people often just don't think about them or don't consider what they could be. There's like, oh, well, there's got to be an explanation for that. And then they just forget about it. But anyway, if you'd like to hear more, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I have a lot more things besides scary stories. I have tarot deck reviews, I have oracle deck reviews, I have tarot readings, I have other types of divination videos, including charm readings, and I'm getting ready to do a video on runes if you're interested in that. Anyway, I really feel like if you're interested in divination at all or the paranormal, I think you'll find something that you like. So please consider subscribing to my channel. It's completely free for you and it helps me out a lot. I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.